recognize us?
Hello, chat. Timmy, thank you for the 24 months. Dude, Commander, I hope you've been well. Hello, guys. Okay, no, I'm not in charge of the tiers. I just want to go. We're going to make a tier list today. We're going to talk about, like, who we think is, like, a strong team and who's not, right? I think that's fair. Guys, you got to trust me with at least this, all right? Say, I know I don't have the best track record of making tiers. Look, I know. We know. Well, we don't have to get too into it. I understand that I've had a bit of a track record when it comes to making tiers. Yes, I understand. It's not the best. I've heard enough put Soup second D tier. All right. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. Whatever. Let's do it. Did you tier Deathly because he's not in the right tier? I did not tier Deathly. By the way, I want to keep that very clear. I did not tier Deathly. I think Deathly's at least a B tier. You have to trust me. Guys, come on. Commander, come on. All right. So, okay. Let me get into it. Before we get too hasty with where we started, let's talk about it. All right, so basically, what I'm going to be tiering today is talking about who do I think is good at SMP and events, who do I think is only good at events, who I think is only good on SMP side, who are literally robots, and then the new people. And then we'll have our own little discussion for the newcomers, you know what I mean? We're going to talk with them a little separately, but I'm pretty excited to do this. So we're going to go player by player, we're going to give everybody their argument, and we're going to talk about it. So, let's do it. Shall we start, guys? You guys ready to start? And, starting off, and wait, actually, let me know, guys, is the music too loud? Let me know if the music's too loud right now. Turn the music down a tiny bit. Yeah, I got you guys, don't worry. There we go. Okay, should be a little bit quieter now. You guys should be able to hear me now. Okay, so let's get into this. Let's start with Floatives. Okay. So, Floatives has played two mini seasons of MONEYSMP, and, he's about to play this main season. Now, based on his previous performance, I think we can immediately say he's good at events, right? I think that's a very fair assessment, right? I think Floatives guarantees that SMP spot right now. Right now he's here, but we got to think about, now, do we think now he's good at SMP as well? Because that's a good question. Because I don't know. I think season 2 of Mini, right? I don't think he had the best performance in SMP side. I think he got jumped a lot. He had a really rough time. However, individually on the second or the third season of Mini, I'm not gonna lie, he kind of crushed it a little bit. Sometimes. He did quick drop twice. So there's that argument, right? He did die in that one team fight with Pink, and he also did die, but again, that was kind of out of his control. He got blew up by the creeper. And I'm not counting his individual performance plus his team. I'm counting Floatives as just a player. So I'm not really looking at how his team performed. I'm thinking about how he performed as a player. He had a really good day 1. I think he had an insane day 1, but I'm not gonna lie, after that, it was just rough. Like, on SMP side, I don't really think he did too many more. A lot happened. I will say, SMP side, the one thing I will give him, they did have a fail base raid. Pink tried to fail base raid them. D-Hippie A tier. Nah, we like that. No, but I'm saying, like, realistically, I think the safest spot, SMP fights with smarts. Well, I'm kind of like mixing it around. I'm putting in both skilled at SMP and Knight, right? But no, you know what? No, maybe based off of like what, I don't like this song, by the way. I just gotta skip it. I don't know why. No, I like that idea. Let's just count that. So let's just say, I think Floatives in events has probably some of the best IGL. Just because of how many other events he's played, where it's very PvP mainly focused, he has that loud voice, and when he's talking, you're hearing him. Like, he's the person you're listening to, you know what I mean? He's loud enough, and it gets in that way. Hi, guys. Hi, Knight. I think it's fair. I would say, in terms of this, I think he's only good at events. I think that's a fair way of putting it. When are you putting Tay in F tier? We're gonna get to that. Don't worry. Okay. Now this is a ooh. Do we want to wait for this one, chat? Do we want to wait for this one, or do we want to push this one back? Because this is an interesting one. We can really get into this one. Luigi last. We'll get into. Okay, we'll put Luigi last. We'll save him. When are you putting Tay in F tier? Don't worry, bro, Nate. It's on the way. Don't worry. I like that pin message. Okay, chat. Just end his suffering. Yeah. I mean, we'll get to it, Era. We'll get to it. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Am I more? What do you guys think? Let me get your opinions on this. Full real honest opinions. What do you guys think I am? Do you think I'm better at SMP, or do you think I'm better at events? You're the GOAT? Yeah, stop. You're gonna make me blush. Stop. You are a second Luigi one. Okay. Arrow, you're going to robot just because of that. Just because you said that. All the above? Oh, you guys flatter me. You guys are flattering me. Stop. No, stop. You guys are flattering me. No, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm more of an event shed. I don't think I'm that. I'm gonna be honest. I'll be totally honest. Thank you guys for the follows, by the way. I appreciate y'all. I think that I've never had too many crazy SMP side moments. The best time I think I've ever performed SMP side was season 1. Season 1. So I'm not gonna say that I'm too crazy. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna overhype myself. I'm a place where I can get someone take me home. Yeah, Cruiser. That's just how I feel. Honestly, from seeing in events, I think you're pretty good SMP side. I haven't seen that much, so I'd say events. I'm thinking about you, Bry. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm an SMP ched, or not SMP. I'm an event ched. Head, bro, you were throwing the high school SMPs. Nah, you're right, bro. You're right. You got me. Sorry, it's my cat. Appreciate all the follows, guys. All right, let's get into it. All right, I think I'm more of an event ched. I also think this next one's a pretty easy one. I think Stu is also an event shed. I feel like this isn't a hard one to put under. It's pretty easy. Oh my gosh, dude, what is wrong with my cat? He sounds sick, dude. You don't have a cat. You don't know what I have. You don't know what I have. What the heck? Meow. Can one of my mods disable that? Meow. Meow. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna stop meowing. If you meow, or if you guys literally do any more, I am not going to. I'm just not gonna even respond. Now I was not meowing. It was my cat. Chill. Ant. No, okay, Ant. Here's how I see it. Right. In terms of money SMP, you tell me you think Stu's a complete robot. Like, here's the thing. I would say that, but like, because he's one of the best sword players in Gladiator individually, like he could just swing his sword and he doesn't have to think. That's the thing. He doesn't have to think. He can be a robot is the thing. And something like that, he can be a robot. Another game where, like, if he just has to follow people, like Ace Hunt, for example, he doesn't really have to do much. You know what I mean? He's just kind of an event shed. Like, I don't think he's good at SMP. Like, if I had to put him one or the other, it's definitely events. But I don't think he's a complete robot. And I also can't. Technically, I think it would be kind of messed up, too. Because he's already won a money SMP. And it's a little bit, like, it puts me in that, you know... It puts me in that spot where it's like, if I do put him that, I can't really sit. That's not the honest truth, you know what I mean? Put Ant Frost in bad of everything. We'll see about that, Stu. I kind of already think I have an answer for Ant as well. I'm also, I think, currently, what I think is, I think you're an event shed, Stu. Like, for sure. Are there any even all-rounders? See, that's like the question, right? We're gonna have to see here. I think there is a few. I think there's a very, very small few. I also think Ant is an event shed. I'm gonna be honest. I think there's a lot of event sheds in this one. Ant, I did hear IGL'd some of the finale for the previous season, and it was one of the main reasons. And Stu, I know Stu's gonna cry about that in a minute, but Ant also did that in the past. So I'm gonna give him that. And I know, you know, he also knows how to swing his sword. Like, it's, again, the event stuff you don't really need to think too much for, unless it's like a certain scenario where it's finale, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Ant, you gotta tell me, bro. I don't know. Like, did you do that much SMP side, bro? I hard carried us in the mob. Oh, that's true. No, you know what? I low-key forgot about that. That's actually true. That's true. I was told about that. I was told Ant Loki did carry Mob Mayhem. I do remember that. Hell no, I didn't. My SMP is ass. That's what I'm saying. No, but okay, I did forget about that. I remember somebody mentioned that. So yeah, that's why I think for now I'd put Ant for now. In the previous season, the way he played, I think he's only good at events for now. Sap. All right, Sap is a newcomer. If I had to guess, I'm gonna be honest. It could go either. I think it could go either way, right? Here's like the position of being a D tier. I think D tiers need to grind a bunch. I think they need to grind a crap ton. And they need to know how to drop. If they don't know how to drop and fight, that's really good. Now, do I think Saps is capable of that? Sure, but I don't know. I've never seen him fight. The last time I saw Saps fight in like MONEYSMP duel kind of thing was like when we tier tested him. And I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I think for now, if as a newcomer, I would personally in my head probably put him around the same skill level as like probably what it's just gonna be one or the other, or he's a robot. It's just one or the other. You know what I mean? Like it's not. I don't think it's gonna be an. I actually think he would probably just be a robot. It's just because it's that knowledge diff. You know what I mean? I don't really think too many words are needed said for this next one. Nah, I'm playing. I love Chuck to death, but he is a robot. Chuck is a robot. I watched recently, guys, Rose Thunder's video. And Blue Team. So Blue Team specifically, had a trap for Clown Pierce in Ace Hunt. It was a single 1x1 block hole with one dripstone at the bottom. And Lord and behold, our genius Chuck Nasty tried to make that trap work. So, yeah. I think Chuck is a robot, unfortunately. Okay. Let's see next. Okay, Ghosty. I feel like Ghosty's an event shed. I'm not gonna lie. I think Ghosty's an event shed as well. That's how I feel. I don't think, because I've never seen the best. Actually, okay. How it depends. I feel like Pink Team last season did have a lot of momentum. I don't know how much Ghosty was involved with that, but as an F tier, I feel like between SMP and events, she's not a robot, so I feel like it has to be events. It just makes more sense. In my head, at least. Because I know Ghosty just plays a crap ton of events. She knows how to swing her sword. She's a competent player. But if I were to throw her on an SMP by herself, I don't know how much she's getting done with her team. Or without her team, rather. You know what I mean? Okay. Now we got Pilly the Town Cat. I'm going to say that I think this is our first... only good SMP side. I'm going to say that. Because I think, from what I remember, Pilly did drop a little bit quite in most of the events. Well, I will say, Pilly did clutch up like a 4th place, but I think overall, I think Pilly is only good at SMP side for now. At least in the previous season of how he played, that's how I see it. I see that he played really good SMP side. Events, he did okay. But clearly the SMP side, for sure. Had some of the most hours in the server, so I feel like that's a really easy answer. Flo is really good at getting Prot 1 really so fast. I mean, yeah, that's the thing, though. Like, day 1 is really important. It's just how you play it. I think a lot of teams are going to have different strategies to how they play day 1 out. Day 1 is either you play for the event, or you play super aggressive, or you try to get a base. Or it's a mix of those. But if you don't full send one, I think it's a problem. Flo's really good day 1. I agree. No, I so agree. I think Flo is great day 1. But then after that, that's where it gets a little rough. Yeah, Pilly has a crap ton of SMP experience. And we'll rate all of these afterwards. Like, we'll like, organize them. But, yeah. I think Pilly's the first SMP side. Concha's a hard one. I don't know. I would probably say only good SMP side, actually. I think SMP. Yeah. Flo got packed up by Swiffies. Okay. Well, that's enough said for me. I do remember seeing that clip the other day. That's Fraud Watch. But yeah. Yeah, Concha I wouldn't say is crazy at events. I think I think Concha's a mental player. I'm gonna say it. I think Concha is a mental player, I'm not gonna lie. And so I think at events, I think the pressure really gets to him. So for that reason, I want to say he's really good at SMP side because he does grind a lot. Like comparably to a lot of other, D tiers and F tiers in his previous seasons, he grinded a ton. So I'm gonna say Concha more on the SMP side. Lore boy. We love the lore boy. We love lore boy. Alright. Yeah, I think this is where we have our first all-rounder. So here's the thing with Arkin, right? Arkin, by far, easily one of the top 3 smartest people in Money SMP history, for sure. And that's not even a debate. That's for sure. Now, Arkin, by the way, yeah, rated as an A tier this season, by the way. Yeah, not my decision, I want to say something, not my decision. Found that out maybe 2 weeks before we did the tiers and stuff. I was like, really? Arkin, A tier? That's crazy. So Arkin, has always had a pretty, good performance in Money SMP. If you actually look at his past record, he got 2nd place in Season 3. Then Season 4, he got 1st place. He's never had a bad placement. And putting him with Floatives, by the way, for this season is nuclear. Yeah, Arrow, that's a really good point. Arrow, this is one of the best points because Floatives knows how to swing his sword. While he's not very smart at SMP, he knows how to swing his sword. Arkin is literally, that, but a little bit worse. Except he's smart. So now it's oh, you have these 2 nuclear problems that are together. It's holy crap, these guys are gonna be so fucking strong. Stu, I'll call you in 1 second. Or was it Stu that called me? Or somebody else? I don't know. Somebody was calling me just a second ago. Yo, Stu, thank you for the raid of 79, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate that, goat. Furry raid. Okay. So I also don't like that our team is being called Team Furball just because we have a bunch of anthropomorphic animals on our team. That's just not true. We are not Team Furball. Don't call us that. That is not our name. Let's not do that. We don't have to do that. We are Team Pokemon. Clown is our trainer. Yeah, we're chopped. It's okay. Okay. Let's talk about Mr. Pierce. I hate to say it, but when it comes to events, Clown is not an all-rounder. I know a lot of people were telling me the other day, they were thinking, Clown's an all-rounder. He's pretty good. I think he's always did pretty good in events. No, I'm not gonna lie. I actually think the event side is Clown's weak point. I think if previous seasons were like how they were now, where you could, go into somebody's base, get $180 for washing the entire team out, Clown would be way more up. But now, or he would be literally the best SMP player probably. But it's just he has smarts, but mechanically right now, I just don't think he does well in Gladiators is not his event. I don't think he likes Gladiators. I really think he dislikes it. Hi Toenail. Hi, hello chat. Thank you for the follows, guys. I appreciate it. I'll read it out all after. I'm just gonna go through all the players and stuff. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. I think Clown is mechanically a good player, but smarts really carry him. Super carry him. Okay. Dumb has only had 1 performance. So this is where I'm gonna need your guys' help. I think he's probably, we can already agree he's good at SMP side. We can already agree at that. I need to remember how well Red Team did in Mini Season 2 when it came to events. I don't think they did insane. SMP, a lot of y'all are saying SMP. I mean, I don't doubt y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I like how good I am at events. You are good at events still. I'm not gonna blame you. You are. You are good at events. I do think Dumb is probably a one trick. I think he's more of an SMP side kind of player. While, because here's the thing. I also haven't seen that much from Dumb in Season 2 of Red Team. Of Mini, right? Of Mini. I didn't really stick around too much for their POV specifically. Why are we saying that, chat? But don't say Ronald. Come on, that's whatever, bro. Whatever. He had 0 kills. Yeah, but smart enough. He's smart. That is the thing. Even though he got 0 kills, he's more of an SMP side demon than he would be an event demon. He's not gonna go in the robot category. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. It literally just makes no sense. So I just think he realistically is an SMP player. And it's whatever. Did Red do any bases? Yeah, they did. But put yourself in genuinely a robot. Why would I do that? See, why would I do that? No, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Okay, Proper. I think Proper is an event person. I don't think he's an SMP. Yeah, no. I think it's pretty, that's a pretty easy one too. Look, like, the thing with Proper, I think Proper is a smart player, but when it comes to, like, making a base alone, I will still stick by this, by death to us part. Proper is a brick when it comes to SMP. I still think that. I still think that so much, bro. I love Stu. I love you, Stu. That's how I think. I will stick by that, though. Proper's a brick. Proper is a brick when it is not event. I'm gonna stick by that. Even though we won the last May season, I'm gonna say that. Coin's an easy all-rounder. I think that's our second all-rounder. Coin is by far one of the most disgusting... I got you. I'll VIP you in 1 second, Stu. Coin is... he's just one of the best all-rounders. Like, it's just not even close. It is not even close. Coin's a beast. Yeah, people underrate Coin Monkey. Because they look at all the other S tiers, they're like, oh, Proper, Arrow, Flow, Clown. Like, these are insane people. You know, Coin is just, like, so good at, like... He's so spatially aware. You know what I mean? He understands how events work. Because it's so just, like... It's so coded, right? To how he plays. Super aggressive. You know what I mean? PvE, something like that, he wouldn't be great at, I feel like. But, yeah. I think Coin's one of the best all-rounders as well. Do I think he's better than Arkin? I don't know, it's a little debatable. Clown. Okay. Jisk is also, I think, a contender of this, but I do think right now, from the previous season he played, I'm gonna put him only good at events. And I will say it's because we all know what happened. I mean, I don't know. I actually think this is a tough one. This is a tough one because I want to put him in all-rounder. But the thing is like, he did drop in the finale, being the most important thing. Yeah, QD'd in the finale. I don't know. Did suggest the nether base, yeah. I'm gonna put Jisk as the lowest of all-rounders. I'm gonna put him at the lowest, like lowest. We did get targeted, but even then, it doesn't matter. He did drop, he QD'd. If you have Turtle Master, you have no reason to quick drop if you are above that tier, especially at the skill gap that he was at. So that I'm gonna put him at the really low end. But he's definitely not, you know, he's definitely not near the top end. He's definitely the low end of that. Okay, Arrow. So I was told today by a previous teammate of Arrow that Arrow is the same knowledge diff as Luigi and SMP side. So that kind of gives me all the info I really need, you know? Shout out Arrow. So I am just going to slide my boy in here. Again, I'm going to reorganize this, guys. This is all going to be reorganized to, like, who's better and what. But yeah, I'm a robot. Really, bro. Really, bro. Duel's one trick. If he's a one trick, he's a one trick, though. That's the thing. Epax? Oh, you know what, bro? You one more follow, I might crash out with that damn sound. Sorry, Andres. I love you. Dude, Epax is... I don't even know. I feel like Epax is also an all-rounder. Is that crazy? Yup, sorry, Andres. Hi, Tings. Hi, Souls. Hi, guys. He's good in Alter. Yeah, but that's such a different thing compared to what this is. Kind of, you know what I mean? Like, it's a pretty different thing. I want to say Epax might actually be an all-rounder. I hate that. I know some people might not think so. I think Epax is. I think he's an all-rounder. Actually, no. You know what? No. Because he doesn't put enough fucking hours into SMP. I'm putting him in only events. Because his bitch ass is fucking. You know. Where's my VIP? Oh, I don't know where your VIP is. I guess we just hate you. Hold on, guys. You're going to be watching this while I do this on stream. It's looking a little chopped right now. And also VIP Stewart. Just because I love him. Okay. Anywho. I'm ranking people right now. Give him VIP when he uploads. Maybe I should have waited. Whaley. One of these days, bro. Okay. Yeah, EPAX just for that reason is only good at events. And I'm standing by that. I'm dead ass standing by that. I mean, you could argue like he's an all-rounder, maybe, because I will be honest, Season 1 was by far one of his best performances. I mean, it was his best performance. Let's not get it twisted. It was his best performance. It was. I don't know. If you were to put EPAX as an all-rounder, just gets slightly above him, for sure. Like, that's just, there's no doubt about that. He peaked in the 90s. It's not crazy to say. It's not crazy to say. Okay. I don't know. I would argue that he's only good at events. And we're gonna have to like go back through this tier because there's a lot of people on reorganize. Storms. Okay, Storms is just only good at SMP side. That's an easy one. That's super easy. I mean, look, like it's just that's a no-brainer. You know, we don't even have to argue on that. What am I rating? I'm basically going through people and thinking, okay, are they good at events? Are they good at SMP? Or are they the best? Like, are they all-rounders? Are they all-rounders people? Thank you, Ravioli. I appreciate that. Or are they just dead-ass robots that do not know how to play this game and the newcomers? But Storm's SMP side. I will argue. I think Will is both. I think Will, depending on the team that he has, but individually as a player, I think is an all-rounder. I think he's an all-rounder. I think he's both. Yeah, I do. Do I think now? Here's the issue. If I were to rank these in a minute, I will. We'll get back to that. You know, we'll get back to that. But I do think Will is both. I think he's a bit, you know, he's got both. He's got both cases. Okay, Leak. Okay, here's the interesting about Leak, right? So Leak has played two mini seasons technically. So he subbed in for the mini season 2, and then he played in mini season 3. I'm not gonna lie, Leak also might be an all-rounder. I don't think that's crazy to say. He has a lot of SMP experience, and a lot of the events that kind of play into his playstyle, I think just kind of make the wave for him to do that. So, honestly, I think Leak's also an all-rounder. I think Leak's an all-rounder. I don't think it's crazy. Okay. Let's talk about the man himself, McSoulsy. Let's talk about it. I mean, okay. Oh, this is a tough one. I'm gonna be honest. Dude, Souls. Oh, this is a rough one. I'm gonna be honest. It might be Robot. And the only reason I say this, okay? The only reason I say this is that the best performance that Souls had when it came to SMP side, would I say, it probably was Season 4 he had a better performance. Season 3, he had to put more hours in. But I'm gonna be honest, Souls is a little bit of a robot. He's a little bit of a robot. I hate to say it, but it is true. Not as much of a robot as Chuck, but answer your phone. Oh boy. Guys, we might be getting an angry call in a minute. Well, until we get that call, let's keep talking. Tay is, actually, you know, Tay's not, oh, I don't know. I don't know. Uh-oh, I'm getting a FaceTime call. Hold on, chat. Yo, what's up? Oh.
Explain that. Explain that to me. I was talking with Tyler about some shit for 24/7, which I'm not gonna say because you're streaming. Yeah. And then I didn't hear your explanation, but I thought I was put in the same tier as Tuck Nasty. Explain yourself.
Which one would you say? Just out of curiosity, which category would you put yourself in?
You're the
I want the honest answer.
Promise me you're not gonna laugh.
I'm not gonna laugh. Go on.
Say wallahi you're not gonna laugh.
I'm not gonna laugh.
I put myself as all around it.
Yeah, I had to end the call. Alright, let's talk about Tay. Yeah, we're just gonna end the call there. Floatives is here, by the way, that's Floatives. Alright, Tay. Tay is, I don't know. I feel like Tay is more SMP side, yeah? Like, I think he's an all-rounder, but I also think he's not. I don't know. Tay does not look like that, bro. He doesn't even have... You fat Filipino. Alright, what the heck did I do? I think Tay's actually an all-rounder. I hate to say it to you guys, but I think he is. I think he plays both well. Do I think I'm good at the social game? That's not a category, Souls. Okay, this is kind of a hard one. This is like actually, this is a super hard one. I think I might have to also put my boy... Wookie, I love you, but like... I think you're also a robot. Only because you haven't played in so long. Like, super long. Like, I haven't seen Wookie play in a competitive SMP, or an SMP in general, for fucking ever. So, like, for now, I would probably... Yeah, I mean, I'd probably put him at events. But again, all I have is the Season 1 performance to go off of. That's the issue. That's the only thing I have to go off of. So for now, until we see what happens, I'm probably going to put him at Robot. I hate to say it, but that's just, that's how I feel. I love you, buddy, but that is just the case. Jude. Okay. This also might be a... This might be a robot tier. I mean, like, no, because guys, I don't know if you guys watched what happened to Jude in Mini Season 2. Dude, he just, like, could not pull off a single trap. And he probably, because he didn't know how competitive of an SMP it was, which, fair play, but, like, I think Mini Season 2 was not great for him. Like, at the end, he had a really good performance, and he is super lazy. Like, he was, at least for that season, he did not give a fuck. He did not give a fuck about playing, which is fair. I get it. He just wanted this video. You know what I mean? It makes sense for him. But I think he's a robot. I'm not gonna lie. In the terms of money SMP sense, I think he's a robot. I wouldn't even put him SMP side right now, JP. I don't know, because, guys, here's the thing. Even on SMP side, Jude barely played, and that's just because he didn't want to play. Or I think he didn't really expect to play that much. And he didn't even get... He got no traps off in Season 2. He hates grinding. Exactly. And money SMP, like, that's what I'm saying, y'all. Like, money SMP's a grind, bro. But guys, here's the thing. Like, strength SMP is a different scenario. Because, look, I get it. Because, like, yeah, he's on strength SMP. He dominates that server all the time. But the difference between the content side of strength and money, when it's the weekly one, you can't really, like, call for an activity session or get people on to just follow, like, and bait them. It's not as easy. You know what I mean? Like, it's much harder to find people on something like money because people are always playing paranoia game, you know what I mean? So it's a way different thing because, yeah, also that it's easier to grind, probably. I would assume. I think strength is easier to grind on than money, depending on the scenario that you're in. I wouldn't know. I can't really speak on that, to be fair. So I don't know. So for now, I think he's a robot. I think Deathly is an SMP side. I actually don't think he's an event shud. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. The only reason you guys think both, really? Actually, that's not crazy. That's not actually Deathly and all-arounder is not crazy at all. That's not insane. I didn't think about it for a minute, but low-key, yeah, y'all are right. He is a sleeper, that's for sure. I don't even think he's his tier. I think he's a B tier, really, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, I don't think that's crazy. I really don't think that's insane. Okay, now Mewtwo. Okay, a newcomer. We got the next few newcomers here. So Mewtwo, I'm assuming Mewtwo's gonna be pretty like. I think Mewtwo's gonna be pretty good at events. I have to assume Mewtwo's gonna be pretty good at events when it comes to newcomers. Just because like duels, I think are already a form of like a type of event that are on like money. So that's the main thing. I don't think she knows a thing about SMPs. That's the thing. So that's the only reason I wouldn't put her that side. I don't think she really knows too much about SMP. So that's the only reason I would not, you know, like fully commit to both as an all-rounder. I think if I had to guess, probably events. You just played Donut SMP before? Donut SMP, like, okay, well, I mean, I don't really think that's a fair argument, though. Maybe she knows something about bases, but, like, it's very, like, it's a bit of a stretch. I'll be honest, it's a bit of a stretch. But that's how I feel. SB. Let's talk about it. So, SB. Another newcomer, probably gonna be an SMP side insane like player. Like if he's been saying, guys, for those of you who don't know, SB was saying that he's got some plans. He's got some plans. And you know, I got no idea what the plans are yet. We're on the same team, so I have no clue. But he says he has some plans. I full believe that he's gonna have some good grind. Yeah, like y'all, dude, he's gonna grind. SB's gonna grind, guys. Like that's his thing. This guy grinds, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, he grinds, bro. You gotta realize that, bro. I swear he's gonna grind. SB's not the fastest grinder. I don't think so. I don't think that's completely true though. The thing is, okay, maybe he's not the fastest grinder, but he's the grinder. That's the thing. That's how I see it. He's the grinder. So that's how I feel about it. If he wants to pull crazy hours, he absolutely will. I'm pretty sure he cleared out most of his schedule for this, so I'm gonna be honest. I have full faith. I have full faith. Why am I not in S tier? What? Okay. I think JoJo's really good at SMP side. I think JoJo might be an all-rounder, you know. I think it's more towards SMP. I don't know. I think an all-rounder, actually. Because here's the thing. JoJo grinds like fucking ridiculous. Like, it's actually gross how much JoJo puts in. I think JoJo is more of an all-rounder, to be honest with you guys. Drops early, but to be fair, it's kind of more expected because she's in a lower tier. You guys are... Wait, no, you guys are doubting her for events? Because, like, that... No, you know what? I do think she's an all-rounder. And I will say this because JoJo literally plays events for a living. Obviously, it's completely different to how MONEYSMP works, but if it's the same general basis, like, it makes way more sense. Plus, she grinds on SMP, so then you have both arguments right there. So that's how I see it. Why is Soul C but JoJo D? I kind of put Souls there for the memes. If I actually had to rank Souls, thing is that, okay, unironically, when it comes to, like, events, I think Souls probably is not an SM. Like, he's not a... He's had... Here's the thing. No, I'm going to say this. Here's how I see it. Souls has had Clown for 2 seasons in a row, right? Probably by far one of the most smartest SMP players. So it's hard to give me a good gauge of, was he carried by that, or was he carrying his own weight in SMP by just grinding and stuff? Because a lot of people were telling me last season, at least season 4, he didn't really put that many hours in. In season 3, he did put his hours in, he put his weight in, but like, you know, he didn't, but that's because he had to. We can come back. We're going to reorganize a little bit. So we'll see. Like, Clown's definitely top, like, he's top 5 at least for smartest for sure. Rose, I'm probably going to put as SMP. I'm not going to lie. Actually, well, I have to go based off of, like, the previous seasons. The only other season that he's played is season 5 or season 4, and he got 5th place. Yeah, Rose Thunder might be a robot. I hate to say it. Hate to say it, I think Rose might be a robot. Guys, can we talk about the Rose Blunder incident? Can we talk about that? Do you guys remember the Rose Blunder incident? Rose is a newcomer? No, he's not. He's not a newcomer. No, he played in season 4. That's how I see it, no? I'm a different animal? Wookie, I don't know. I'm a little worried about it. I'm gonna throw Rose. Rose died in lava? Okay, that's also because Arrow and him were like trolling each other. I'm gonna put him low end side at only SMP because he grinds a ton. But that's it. And here we go. Here we go. All right. Now let's talk about. Oh wait, you know what? I didn't even think about the Rose Blunder incident. Yeah, Rose has to be a robot for that. Okay. So let's talk about him, right? Let's talk about the man of the hour, Mr. Twan. Hold on. Arigato gozaimasu! Oh, I did the wrong thing. Hold on. Okay, here we go. It really is just how is it genuinely possible? No, like I'm so serious. How is it possible that he has gotten 4th this many times? Genuinely. I would like to fully guess. I want to believe that it's actually just him being unlucky or his team did something wrong. Guys, I don't think you understand the probability of getting 4th 4 times in a row. How does that happen? And his mini team had to get 4th as well. If you count mini 3, yeah, it's 5. Guys, the probability of that is so small. But let's get serious for a minute. Let's get serious for a minute. Where do we think Luigi should actually go? 1 out of 320. That's absurd. Let's really think about it. Where do we actually think Luigi goes? I think he's not a robot. I would love to put him in robot, but if I want to be completely serious, I think it's events. I'll be honest. I think it is. I don't think... No, SMP definitely not, guys. Do you not remember the base by border thing? Do you guys not remember that? Because I remember it. Bottom of the event players. Oh, we're going to get to the organizing, bro. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, Ghosty. Okay. Now, let's organize it. Let's start from, like, top to bottom. Okay, so from the... Well, the good part about this, guys, is that all the newcomers are actually all D tiers. So we can actually rank these guys based off of what we think skill-wise. I'm going to be honest, I feel like SB kind of just immediately is the best just because, you know, he's played SMPs before. While these two haven't really played sweaty SMPs, Lifesteal at least has that simulation to where he's played, you know, an idea of what he has to do, right? Relatives is on here, yes. We're going to get to it. But yeah, that's how I feel. I think SB is probably the best in this tier. With Mewtwo and Saps, I honestly think it could go either way. Like, I think Saps has not understood what he signed up for. I think Mewtwo's a little bit more tapped in, but I think Saps has no idea what he's getting himself into. I genuinely think he's going to, like, cry. I think he's going to cry during this. Alright, this is where we can make some arguments for robots. Chuck is by far the worst one. if I really am time to think about it, like, I would probably make the order something like this. Probably something like that. I would put it like that, guys. Maybe I actually would put Souls at the top, because he's played more Money SMPs than Jude has. This is the best, guys. Left, best, worst, right. That's how I see it. No, there's no evil eye. No. We would never invite the devil to this. Why am I in bot? Rose, do you remember the Rose blunder incident? Since I can only go off of one season that you were in, I kind of have to go based off that. Answering your own question. Here's the thing, is like a lot of these people have only played like one season. That's why it's hard to like rank them. That's why I think Souls is the best one. When does this start? Money SMP starts March 3rd. Okay. I think this is a pretty fair tier. These two bottom ones are pretty organized. I would put I think Clown, because he's played more Money SMPs, I put him at the top. That's W Glaze right there. I think Storms and Dumb are probably tied. I think Pilly and then Concha. I think that's also a good one. I think this is also good. I think this is also good. Left to right here. What do we think about that? I think that's good. Concha's low-key underrated. He is underrated, but compared to these other players, I think they're just a little bit more SMP smart. Concha over Pilly any day? I don't think so. Here's the thing. Like, I think Pilly has, from what I've seen, Pilly is also a little bit more confident to go alone, almost, right? I think Pilly's probably a little more confident to go alone than I think Concha would be, right? In an SMP. So that's why I would put the edge on him a little bit over Concha. Greninja lower. We're gonna get to the event one. This one's gonna be a little bit harder. This is gonna be the hardest one to organize for sure. Do you not think all that Elden Ring got into Clown's head? No, I think it's in his head. I think he's playing it right now. Okay, let's talk about events. I think Arrow is probably a top frag when it comes to events. Surprise, surprise. And I think Proper is probably like up there with him. What is Flo's plan? I think since Flo has played a little bit less, I would probably put him top 3, but I don't know. Would I put Proper? Actually, would I put Proper? Guys, what do you think? Do you think Proper or Flo is better in events? What do y'all think? Flo, Proper, Flo. I'm seeing a lot of. It's a big mix. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go based off this. Who got first in? I'm probably. I think, yeah, we can run a poll. Sure, yeah. C, are you in chat? Any mods in chat? Any mods in chat? We can run a poll. Let's run a poll for Flo and Proper. Proper did win the mini. Yeah, that is a fair argument. I do think that was kind of like in my head. That was kind of circling the back of my head. Guess my mods just hate me, guys, so I guess I'm just gonna have to run the poll, it seems like. So hold on. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that, mods. All right. Let me get, guys, vote up. Look at the poll. Start voting. I want to see what you guys think. Flo won the mini with Proper though. I'm playing Hades 2. You're good. I really do. Dude, it's like tied, by the way. I'm looking at it right now. It's basically tied. This is crazy. It's dead. It is literally dead fucking even. That's crazy. Like, I can't believe that how close this is. 57-57. Yo, guys, come on. There's no way it draws. It's possible. I think it. There's no way. What was it? By 2 votes, by the way. 2 fucking votes. In Money SMP events, Ghosty. This is like, yeah, this is a Gojo versus Sukuna vote, bro. Like, what is going on? I think I am gonna give it to Proper only because he does have more wins technically than Flo. So if we're going based off of it, just based off statistics, is still lower due to his comms. Yeah, I agree. I think Flo can make some very insane comms sometimes. Okay. Flo lost because of free Freaky T! Sorry. I'm sorry. I had to shout it. Okay. Let's start. Okay, now we're kind of like at this area. So from me to Luigi chat. I would move myself down at least a tier. I think I'm gonna move myself down a tier. Actually, do I think I'm better at events in MONEYSMP than Stu? I do think Luigi's higher, to be honest with you. I think Luigi's probably one of the higher players. I think in MONEYSMP, I'm gonna put myself over Stu. I'm glazing myself. I mean, I have 2 wins. I'm allowed to glaze myself. Hello? Luigi needs to go on robot. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody disagrees. Rose, you cannot talk about me when we're no. Okay, you want to switch the topic back to you, buddy? You're in a wait. You're in a wait a second. You know what I even think of? You died before Chuck Nasty. On the same team, you were the better player. So if we really think about it, wait, no, because let's get it really into it, Rose. Wait a second, Chuck has a win over you. Now what? Now what? Now what? No, argue it, please. You're just mad? No, because if Rose wants to come in and say I'm glazing myself, that's not true. I am glazing myself. I will glaze myself. Rise of fem. Okay. Yeah, no, yeah, you're staying at the bottom. You're staying at the bottom. Okay. I'm being overglazed. Maybe Arrow. Put me back up. Okay, individually, you're probably better play than Chuck. Okay, let's get serious. So, do I think Ant or Ghosty's better? Do I think Epax? I think Epax is low-key a chud. I low-key think Epax is a chud. Ant's better than me? Well, if Ghosty's saying it, then I'm probably gonna take her word on it. I think this is a fair tier list for this. What do you guys think about this second one? I think the second one's fine. I'm more interested to get to the top one here. Who's better than me? He's just better at comms and like general event knowledge. That's fair. Was good as a prosecutor in the event. Oh, I remember that. Slightly better than you? I think I have a little bit more knowledge than Stu. I'm not gonna lie. You think Ant's the third best? Really, Ghosty? In individual performances? Really? I feel like that's a little crazy. I'm definitely not better than Floor Proper. He's winning for his team. Yeah, that's true. I'm going based off indiv stuff. Like, I'm trying to think defense for his team. That's true. Oh, then wait. Okay, well, if Ant was calming, hold on. If Ant was calming more than Stu was for most of the finale, or not the finale, but just in general, then overall I'd put Ant over Stu. No, would that not make sense? Or is that crazy? Epax over Ghosty? I don't think so. I think Epax is a chud, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You guys think Ant stays where he is and Stu stays where he is? Epax is a brick. Yeah, Epax is a brick. Alright. That's what I'm doing. I'm setting that's the one I'm locking this in. This is locked in. Okay. Let's talk about the top 2. Okay, this is what I'm really interested in. So I think we can all agree that it's between Arkin or Coin. I don't know. I actually think it's Coin right now. I think it's Coin. Y'all, I don't think y'all understand what Red did in that previous mini season, let me just explain something. There has never been a day on mini season, right? Or even MONEYSMP as a whole, where all the teams group up for the last day and fight and duke it out. Red team took 3 back-to-back fights and won. They first fought, what was it? Green team wiped out most of them. They killed a yellow team member. And then they wiped out half of blue. Okay, that's a fair argument. Their D tier was a B tier. However, they took that. I want to say something. Blue took a fight with them, and they were outnumbered. It was a 5v6. It wasn't a 6v6. It was a 5v6. That's insane. That's still crazy. Like, that's still insane. I don't think y'all clock that. That's still crazy. D-Hip is a 0.5. Does D-Hippie count as a player? You know what? Maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Anyhow. Well, we can come back to that one. I think Deathly is, honestly... I think Deathly's better than, like... I think Deathly's top 3. I don't think it's crazy. He's a chud. Coin's a bit of a chud, but... his IGLing is pretty good. I will say, in terms of events, though, now I'm thinking about it. If I'm thinking both, actually, I'm going to put Arkin over it. I just thought about it just now. Coin dropped in the finale with when his helmet broke. His helmet broke in the finale before it was even, like, super drained. That's bad. And yes, there was a social game against them, but that's just how MONEYSMP is. You know what I mean? And if you're not looking at your helmet, I feel like that's, you know, like, that's kind of important. Deathly is definitely C tier. I actually think he's B tier, to be honest with you. I did not, by the way, I want to make it very clear right now. I did not rank Deathly. I said before we added Deathly to the season that he would be a B tier, and everybody said, no, he's probably a C tier. Everybody said that. Everybody said that. And I was like, okay, sure. Fuck it, right? No hate against Deathly, but that's just, it is true. The fact he's on yellow, yeah, I agree. He's insane. Deathly, now the reason I put him top 3, by the way, chat, is because he is going to be up 24 hours a day. Like, I don't think he's going to log off the server once. I deadass do not believe he's going to log off the server once. I'm not even trolling. This is a crazy list. Well, Souls, you're going to have to go live later, and I'm going to have to see your list. How about that? We'll have to see it. But Deathly's top 3. Deathly's top 3. Deathly was literally the IGL of Pink Team. I'm not even kidding. That's also true. I'm definitely keeping Deathly top 3. I'm good at events. Okay, Souls, name me. Souls, thanks for the thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. Souls, let me know though. Souls, you gotta tell me what events are you the best at? You can't bribe your way. You can't. Are you trying to bribe me? Are you trying to freaking bribe me? He said put me in events. Gladiators. Okay, name another event. Besides, because I knew you were gonna say gladiators. What else? What's that sound? Name me something else besides gladiators. Finale. Brian actually said if you give Ghosty 100 gifted, he'll put. All right, what are we saying? I'm gonna. I think I see it like this. Souls, I think you are good at events, in some sense. Okay, any team deathmatch game mode. Souls, then prove me wrong, bro. Prove me wrong I want to see you prove me wrong this season. I genuinely want to see you do well in the team deathmatch stuff. Because the only 2 events I have to go off of are those 2. Swap Stu with Jude. Oh, I would love to. Trust me, bro, I would. Dude, this guy's trying to... Thanks for the gifted sub to Pilly. This guy is trying to bribe his way. This guy is trying to bribe his way. I'm not gonna budge. You cannot budge me. You're not gonna budge me. I'm not gonna get bribed. I won't do it. You're not gonna fucking bribe me. It's not gonna happen. I'm moving on. You're staying in robot. You can't bribe me. There's no 5 subs? You said 5 subs? Yo, send that 5 subs. Send that 5 subs. Nah, cause like, hold on. Hold on now. Hold on. You said 5 subs? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Anywho, thanks for that 5 gifted. Appreciate that. Anywho, yeah, we'll get back to that. W tier list. Okay. Chat, I actually want to know your opinions on this, because this is where I'm a little lost. I'm serious. Who's better? Will or Leak Leak? Will or Leak Leak? What do we think? Will, Leak, Will. I'm seeing a lot. We might have to do another poll for this. I'm not gonna lie. I think we have to poll this one. I can't lie. This is a tough one. Will does have a win, but I mean, technically, the Leak has a win too. I don't know. Actually, no. I am gonna. You know what? I'm gonna make the decision and say that Will is better, and I will say that because minis don't count. Yeah, that's fair. But to be fair, if we have to go based off the stats and we have to compare both of them, we do have to kind of compare the mini and the main, because the League hasn't played the main, so we have to go based off the mini, you know. So we kind of do have to base it a little bit off of it. So here's how I see it, right? Will was the worst S tier in his mini season. In his mini season, Will was the worst S tier by far. That's not even close. I think he threw, he put it in, he threw in. I'm gonna say Will is better. I'm gonna say Will's better than League. I'm gonna say that. Meow. Why is Stu meowing in my chat? This guy's 24. 24, by the way. He doesn't get enough hate for that. This dude doesn't get enough hate for, this guy being a grown-ass man meowing. Because, who would do that? Like, a grown man. Anywho. Okay. Now, it's just a debate of who's better, Jojo or Tay. I think just Tay, just because he's played more. Meow's out of stock. Are we deadass? Hey, Ubby. Hey, bro. 24 in a week. Thank you. Who did that? Thanks, Mons. Put that on Femboy. What? Will above Jisk? I don't think that's crazy. I actually don't think that's crazy. Just doesn't have a win. They also... Actually, yeah. No, because if you do think about it, logistically, they both... Tay, or not Tay, what am I saying? Will and Jisk played in the same mini season. Don't show stream. I'll check in a minute. Will and Jisk played in the same mini season, played in the same main season. I will not show. I promise I will not. I will do it in 1 second. Tay above Leak? No. Oh, well, actually, yeah, sure. Checking my phone? Okay. Should I react to it? Should I, audibly react in clip farm? I'm going to do that. Arigato gozaimasu! Boom shakalaka, baby! Boom shakalaka! Boom! Okay, sorry. I'm good. Yeah. So, I think this is a good tier list. I think this is a pretty good tier list. I'm not gonna lie. I like this. I don't know about y'all. I think this is fire. I think these are fire. Can me and Arrow be added to the wheel owners? Alright. Okay. Now, I really want your honest opinions, chat. This is not no. This is where we gotta pause the music here. Oh, we gotta get serious. Chat. Let's really think about this, okay? Let's really think about this. This is where we're gonna get real for a minute, okay? We're gonna get really real. Because this is, I'm really about to get into it. That's the thing. That's the thing, bro. Y'all ain't ready for this. Okay. Alright, I don't know. Thanks, Adblock. Hold on, let me delete row, delete row, delete row, delete row, and delete row. Okay. Let me color code these so you guys don't get upset. That's like kind of green, more or less. Yeah, sure. Blue, cool, and then purple. Okay. Let's get real, y'all. I'm gonna put these into the teams of their, I'm gonna put everybody in their teams, okay? And then we're gonna get really into it on who do we think worst the best team is. Just real quick. Because I want to get y'all opinions. I want to get y'all opinions to who you guys think is, the worst team and stuff, and who do you think the best team is and why? Because I definitely have an idea of what I think, but we're gonna go through it. I want to see what y'all think. And then we'll get to it. We'll get to it, bro. Wait, hold on. Is that like a reference? Hold on, get to it. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. Okay, dumb. What dumb? Dumb's on Coin's team, right? Dumb, Coin, Storms, Souls is on green. Oh wait, no, Will first and then Souls. All right, and then proper purple. Just purple. Tay. Tay is the B tier. Who's the B tier of purple team? Wait, who's the B team of who's the B's purple? Oh, it's EPAC today. And then it's Ant and Ghosty. And then we got what? Who's the third? It's definitely Pilly. No, Sap's Pilly. And then green team, Jojo, Rose, and then it's just this order of Jude, Mew. Okay. All right. I am gonna tell you what I think before we start. Okay. I want y'all to hear me out. I think my team's the worst. I'm not gonna lie. I hate to say it. I think my team's the worst. I think my team is the worst by far. Currently, in the terms of skill, red is the worst. I think red is the worst. Okay. Now, in fourth place, y'all are gonna call me crazy. You guys are about to call me insane. I think it's blue team. I think it's blue. I think fourth place is blue. Y'all, no, hold on. Y'all gotta hear me out. And I'm gonna explain why. Blue team's issue is that their top three are busted. Okay? But now you gotta take into the account of the other bottom three. So, one person that has never played a main before, Jude, in the mini season, did not put nearly as many hours as people thought. He put not that many hours in. And Chuck, like, if we're going based off of previous seasons, Chuck literally logs on for the events and maybe grinds for an hour or two, and then he's done for the day. I think they have an insane top three. Do not get me wrong, but I'm going to be honest. I think their bottom three are going to hold them back a little bit when it comes to SMP side. And that's just because Mew hasn't played one. So you have to give her the benefit of the doubt. Jude didn't put that many hours in a mini. And Chuck Nasty's Chuck Nasty. He's going to want to play when he wants to play. Alright. And then now y'all are really going to... This is where it's going to get bad. Now you guys are going to call me insane now. Okay? I think the third place team is yellow. And I have the exact same reasoning. I have the exact same reasoning. You gotta hear me. You gotta hear me. You gotta hear me. All right. No. I'm not rage baiting. I'm not rage baiting. I'm not rage baiting. And it's deadass the same thing that I said. This team, Stu said this too. There's no IGL on this team. This is gonna be the most cluttered, calm team ever. And Saps, I do not think has any idea like the SMP. Like I think Pilly and Saps, in terms of PvP, are the weakest in PvP. So if these two drop, it doesn't matter if your top 4 is insane at PvP. If your 2 bottom tiers do know how to drop, which I feel like right now Pilly and Saps might, if they die, it doesn't matter how good these guys are. You can have the best squad of people for top 3, top 4, whatever. If your bottom tiers drop, you're losing the fight. It doesn't matter. You're not winning an outnumbered fight. You're just not. I'm not even trolling. Quan was IGLing last minute well, though. He died. He died and his helmet broke before he still had EXP. Like, these guys are going to bash a little bit more than you think, as in not fight, but their communication is going to be really cluttered because I think these top 3 have, like, big ego players. Like, really, really big ego players. You know what I mean? Like, they will take any ones. They're going to be confident. These guys will be, not talking at all, and they'll be confident taking any 1v1s with anybody. This guy didn't say green or purple. I'm going to get to them. I'm getting to them because, I mean, it's pretty obvious where I'm going with this. Now, when it comes to second and first place. Here's how I see it. This one's hard. Now, this is where I struggle. But you guys got to tell me not. No, genuinely really think about this. When it comes to these 2 teams, right now, they are the best well-rounded teams. They do not have a bad player on their teams. Like, there is no bad player on their team. All of their players are competent and are familiar with this kit and aren't going to drop. Now, this is the problem. On paper, it's these 2 teams for me. I know, yeah. I will give Versailles the benefit of the doubt, though. Because off stream, he actually knows how to not drop in this kit. That was just a stupid play that he did back in season 5. Like, season 4, that was absurd. These 2 teams have the best well-rounded teams by far. I'm gonna say something. And I don't know if JoJo wants to say it, but I'm gonna do it. I fought JoJo a bunch of times on the practice server. I tried my damn hardest, and JoJo would always get me to at least 100 diff as a D tier. As a D tier. I don't know, half these D tiers that could get me down to 250 in a fight. That is not normal. No, it is not. No, that's rage bait. That's rage bait. If you think a D tier should be getting even close to 100 diff between any of these tiers, it definitely is not. That's just not true. Any of these other people, I can confidently think I can 250 diff. JoJo is insane. She's been training her ass off. And I can tell. No men. Yeah. I'm not talking straight fight with EXP. I'm talking no men. I probably should have clarified that. But she's crazy. Okay? I'm gonna be honest. You guys are gonna call me... This is where you're gonna call me crazy. I think the Luigi team actually is the best overall team. I'm not rage baiting. I am so dead ass. I think they have the best well-rounded team in the event. I'm not glazing. I literally think Luigi has a better chance than he did last season. I'm not even kidding. If you have a team that collectively knows how to not drop in this kit and can play in team fights smart, bro, they're going to be fine. Like, you're telling me in all of these team fights, they can go head to head with half these players. Souls, for example, as much as I don't want to give him the glaze, Souls can 1v1 literally any three of these players. He could even stall Leak. No, Souls, I don't want to hear it from you. I'm not even kidding. I do not want to hear it from you. I dead ass believe you guys have the best team. We're the worst team. You're actually trolling. That's just rage bait. See, that's just rage bait. Red is the worst team. Everybody knows Red is the worst team. That's just true. Stop glazing us. This is not me glazing. This is actually true. Stall Leak, yes. You literally have told me before that you can stall Leak Soul, so don't lie. You could stall me. Yeah, exactly. You're just proving my point. You're proving my point. You're literally proving my point. You could have Souls stall me, who are the second best player, supposedly the second best player on the team. Souls and Will, y'all have not seen these two play in duo fights? They're some of the best, like, duo Snake players ever. I'm not trolling. I think Green Team, dead serious, has the best chances this season. Of course, nobody else thinks that. Are you saying the other C tiers can't stall me? I think I have a way better chance. Because I fight so much, I think I have a way better chance of dropping somebody like Wookie if he wasn't on my team, or Jude or Tay. Because I know Tay's play style. I think every team is good. There's just obviously better teams. We are getting 5th place at this. If you get 5th place, call me out and like clip this. But like, bro, I'm telling y'all, I think you at least break the curse this season. I hate to say, I don't want to be the bearer. I don't want to give you guys too much hope, but I think you at least break the curse. Maybe you don't win, but I think, yeah, I definitely think, I definitely think. Do a PvP tier list? We can do a PvP tier list, I'm down. But I mean, we just have to rank it between the tiers. It's not going to be like crazy. In order? Okay. Let me just put all the S tiers where they are. What was I gonna do again? Luigi, Brian, get all this out of the way. Dumb should not be in A tier, by the way. That's ridiculous. He's so good. It's actually crazy that he snuck his way there. Will be Leak B, Souls, Wookie, June, definitely D tier versus F. Okay, all right. Let's we'll start from the bottom and we'll make our way. If Rose is the best, then it's Concha, and then JoJo. Actually, no. Oh, I would say JoJo, Rose, Concha, Chuck, Ghosty. Rank the best people in each tier. I mean, I'll give like Oh wait, oh yeah, I was gonna say, why was JoJo there? I'm trolling. Who's in F? Oh, it's Pilly. I'm sorry. I'm trolling. Okay, so it's Rose, Concha, Pilly, Ghosty, Chuck. Oh no, yeah, Ghosty, Chuck. Yeah. So this is how I see it. Is that I was told by Rose that he's not. Yeah, he's on break. He's on break this fucking MONEYSMP. So he will literally be pulling all-nighters. And he's only going to be playing Minecraft the entire week. So, and Rose already knows how to not like drop in this kit. So I immediately, even like how I see an F tier. How I see an F tier is that if somebody knows how to not drop and grinds a bunch, that is the best kind of F tier you can get. So that's why I put Concha in PvP is probably better than Pilly, and he also does put a ton of hours in, but I value, for me at least myself, I value PvP a little bit more than some grind, so that's why I would put Pilly right in the middle. I think Ghosty is probably on the same skill level as probably Concha, for example, right now, but I don't know how many hours Ghosty's gonna put into SMP side, so I can't really give that I can't give that explanation for that. Chuck is obviously the worst F tier, just because he doesn't really want to put that much time into it, which is totally fair. Okay. D tier. I will rank it like this. I think it's JoJo, Ant, and then I think it's SB, and then I think it's that. I think it's literally that. If we go out of tiers, we can. I mean, I think it's a little bit more like messy that way, but that's how I see it. Um, I think here's how I see it. For me, is better than SB. Okay, probably in PvP. Don't get me wrong. I'm talking about like Mew has literally never played in SMP though. That's the thing, Souls. I have full faith in her. I'm sure she is better than probably most of the people on this tier list, but she's literally never played in SMP. And never playing in SMP, trust me, is like super, super like better. It's crazy. It's both. It's PvP and it's not. It's like how I think of it. JoJo is easily the best PvPer and grinder on this tier list for the D tier. It's just not even a. It's not even a competition. She's the best at PvP and she's the best at SMP. So I am just putting her at the top. It just makes sense. And is a one-time winner, has that experience, I think has a way better grasp of what to do now. Maybe I put no, I think I keep it like that. I think SB has played SMP, so it gives him that little advantage over Mew and Saps. While maybe he's not as good at PvP as them, it's he's just gonna be, I think, an overall more like of a grinder and stuff. This tier list is based off of PvP and smarts. SB is the worst at PvP. I mean, maybe, but again, I value some senses for a D tier a little bit differently. So that's what I think. Let's see. Definitely. Hmm. Yeah. I think for now. Yeah. L definitely is not high C tier. Nah, his chat's trying to cover for him. L definitely is easily the best. Is so low he beat Dolphin because MONEYSMP again is just like a different like scenario. Like my C tier needs to know not to drop. They need to have a lot of spatial awareness, which I'm sure he does have. However, it's just how I see it. That's currently what I see. Jude is better than you think. No, Jude's good. Like, don't get me wrong. I know Jude. Jude can stall half these people. Like, he can probably drop some of these people. I'm not saying that he's not good. I'm saying in terms of experience as well. I know Deathly as a C tier is going to literally be on 24/7. Like, he is never going to leave the server, ever. He is never, ever, ever leaving the server. Maybe besides game sense, maybe I put Souls like below Jude. Tay, again, another person that's going to be on like practically the entire time. They gave Tay too high a tier. No, it's not crazy to say. Um, but yeah, and then we'll make one purely off PvP after this. But this is how I see it. Stu is it's either Leek or Stu. I think Stu told me he beat Leek more times. So I'm gonna assume Stu's better than Leek, but Leek, these two are like tied. Guys, don't even think about this like as if they were one's above the other. These two are basically like tied in skill level. And then I put Will probably at the bottom at skill level for this, and I think Epax beats Storms. I think Epax has been practicing a little bit more than Storms has. Yeah. I think Epax is better right now, to be honest with y'all. A tier. I think I'm second best. I think Dumb's the best. I actually think Luigi's the worst, and then just right now, yeah. Well, this isn't in terms of PvP. I put myself at third, and then Dumb on Arkin there, Dumb there, and yeah, that's what I'm doing. This is not PvP, or well, this is PvP, a little bit mix of it. I think I'm the second best at PvP, but I also think that I am a brick when it comes to SMP. So, you know, yeah. That's how I feel about this. I think Arkin's smart. Yeah. I was about to say, guys, if other people are like talking about like oh like Storms beat Deathly or whatever, like I did see that. I'm just gonna act like I'm not gonna use that information to act on it, but what you call it? I think just try not to tell me what happens in other people's streams. Only that way that I don't act on it. But like for example, I'm not I'm not gonna use any of that to my info. You know what I mean? Um, no, you guys are fine. You guys are fine. I'm just like reminding everybody. I'm steady telling you everything. No, yeah, yeah. I'm just saying, just a little reminder. Okay. Mm, 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 yeah. Actually, maybe that. Maybe that. No. That and that. That's about it. Chicken butt, Rose Thunder. That's how I feel. I'm killing Bry. I'm worse than Clown. Yeah, okay. Okay, now I'll do purely PvP. Purely PvP, we can just reorganize some stuff. Purely PvP, this is how I see it. This. Do this. No. Yeah. And this one I literally I couldn't tell you the top two guys, I'm not gonna lie. I literally keep this the same. Actually, B is like literally the same. Dumb's the best. PvP right now, yeah. And then I don't know who's better. I don't know, is Arrow or Jude or Arrow or Flow better? Luigi below Just Guess. Just Guess better than Luigi. Coin is better than Proper. Maybe, yeah. I think Arrow. Yeah, I'd probably agree. Yeah, this is what I think. PvP. It is criminal that Dumb is in A tier, by the way. Criminal. Criminal. You guys think Flow's better? I don't know who's one more between Flow. Arrow. I don't like this propaganda. Arrow, tell me who's one between more of you actually, Flow or you? No troll. No troll. Yeah, but PvP thing is, bro, is like again, F tiers just don't drop. Like if you just, like, I think Ghostie's a little bit more of an aggressive player, sure, but I think you would win in like a 1v1 diff. I don't know. I haven't seen you guys fight, but I feel like you would probably win just based off because I don't think Ghostie's been practicing like that. I've never fought Flow and Money. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we can. I mean, I could just say Flow's probably better, but I think y'all are. I don't know if I don't know how good he is, to be fair. Like between those two. Saps over SB, definitely not. I to be fair, actually I don't say definitely not. This fight could go either way. Like these two could I don't know who could win. Honestly, it could be either of them. That's how I see it. Gladiators. We could rank gladiators, sure. Oh, I didn't even reset it. Fuck, bro. We could do a quick gladiators one. Sure, we'll do a quick one. We'll do a quick one. Flow is just the best in that. Then Arrow, then Proper, then Coin, then Clown. in sword for this. I think Luigi's really good. I think Dumb is probably better than him. Then I think it's Arkin. Actually, no, I'd be Arkin. And then I think Jisk beats Arkin as well. I know you want to play Phantom Forces. Yo, what are we saying? Stu's the best. It's not even... Actually, yeah. Stu, then... Let's see. Storms is the worst. So Epex is above him, and then I did Will. Thanks for the follows, guys. Appreciate it. C tier. Souls is really good at sword. Bookie's pretty decent. I'd say Jude, Tay. Oh, yeah, that order. Maybe Jude over Wookie right now, since he's not used his ping. D tier, I think Ant's insane at sword. Yeah, Ant, the Jojo, maybe Mew, SB, and then Saps. Maybe Saps over SB. Yeah. Will is the worst? No. Storms is the worst, by far. Saps is good at sword. I still think Mew beats. Mew basically means a shieldless game mode. And even though it's not OP, I would probably still put her over that. Gladiators in F tier. That's it. That's what I think. I've watched the Jude Hive SMB video. I've seen it. Trust me, I have. Fight me right now? You do not want me to do that. I'll get on in a minute. He's better than Storms. Who are you guys saying is better than Storms? Mew's insane. Yeah, you guys are underrating Mew for sure. Are you going to carry it down in Gladiators? I think I'm the second or third best player in Sword in our team. So I don't know. We'll have to say. S tier? No. I think he should have been B tier for sure. And he should have been the strongest one. What alarm? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Glaze yourself? I'm not that insane. I really am not. Everybody always says like I'm an S tier, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm like a one-sided trick event player. I'm not even good at it. Like I have not a good SMP performance since season 1. Unironically. I'm event carried. Deadass. Do you still think you get a 2v2 win with Clown? Can I be so honest with y'all? As much as I love Clown to death, I do not know if me and Clown win a single freaking fight on this list. I don't think Clown and I win a single. I don't think we win a single matchup. I don't win against the Luigi and Sword. Clown doesn't win against what, Arrow? Definitely not. And I don't win against Arrow either. This is by far the scariest duo, by the way. If we're not by the way, we're not fucking cocking. This is a fucking insane duo. So is Coin and Dumb. Coin and Dumb are also fucking our shit up. Let's see. Yeah, Dumb is fucking my shit up. Flo is definitely, or not Flo, Coin is definitely fucking my shit and Clown's. Then you got fucking, what, Floatives. We don't even, yeah, I mean, like, bruh. Arkin, I mean, I can maybe be Arkin, but I would have to be Arkin first, and then Clown would have to hold off Flo. I don't think Flo and Clown, I don't know, bruh. And then, like, what was the last one? What was the last one again? I like you forgot. Where's that at? I'm fucking missing something. What? Am I stupid? Oh. Jisk, I look-y go even with. I know, actually just beats me. Like, I don't know. We just, like, guys, when you look at the 2v2s, me and Clown maybe win one. Maybe. Maybe. Gladiators still. For 2v2s, me and Clown realistically are not winning a single one. Straight up, we are not winning them. You don't win any of these, exactly. However, Stu and Wookie, I think can cook, but even, I don't know. That's how I feel about it. I am gonna be honest with y'all. Give me 1 second here. I'm just gonna change my scene in a moment for her. I want to change my settings here. I am gonna raid somebody. I think I am going to end stream chat. But if you want more MONEYSMP stuff, I'm gonna send you guys the proper. I'm gonna do another tier list like this week at some point, and then I'm gonna do a Q&A with like a bunch of the MONEYSMP cast. So it'll be on my Twitter. I'm gonna announce that when you guys can watch it. It's probably gonna be really funny. It'll be live on my channel. I'm gonna rate him proper though. He has stars in his stream, so I am not going to stay in his stream, but just go say hi. Don't don't tell him I thought he's ass. Yeah, basically that's what I want you guys to say. All right, peace out, y'all. I'm gonna go and take a little nap.